Hey, how's it going everyone? What is up and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Aftermath and whether you should buy it or not. Being a kind of semi-professional, whatever you want to call me, player in Mortal Kombat, and being a casual and covering the game for everybody else, I feel like I have a pretty good opinion for the game, and I can give you a solid yes or no for each type of player that you are on whether you should be buying this expansion or not, seeing as it is $40 for what you get, and we will talk about that. But before we get into it, I have a video going up later today of a 2.5-hour conversation of me and a viewer who also plays the game in tournaments professionally, semi-professionally, whatever you want to say. He's really good, and it was really fun to make. So we do that shit live. So if you want to see that, twitch.tv/TootandTV, link is in the description below. If you are new here and found me through the browse feature or whatever else, please consider giving the channel a sub. It really helps keep the channel going. We're getting close to 2,000 and it's nuts. And we also have a Twitter where we post updates and everything else for the stream, for the YouTube, whatever else. Link is in the description of that too. But anyway, without further ado, let's jump into this shit. So Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath. What do you get? You get RoboCop, Shiva, and Fujin. You also get a story DLC add-on that continues the story of Mortal Kombat 11, which was admittedly fantastic to me. Now, when it comes down to it, this DLC is priced at $40. That is a pretty penny for 3 characters and a story DLC that could possibly be 2 to 4 hours long with gameplay. Now, when it comes down to it, boy, that is a pretty penny. And a lot of people are trying to justify that by saying, well, you get stage fatalities and friendships and new stages. You can't really add that into it because it is free to everyone, even the people who don't purchase Aftermath. It is free to everybody, so you can't really add that into the expansion. So what we get right now, what has been confirmed right now, is 3 characters and a story for $40. Now, characters for a fighting game, especially a game that is as well put together as Mortal Kombat has always been, any NRS game, it takes a lot of time and effort. They are worth the price tag of $6 a piece, $7 a piece, however much they are. But when it comes down to it, 3 characters and a 2 to 4 hour story with as much work as that has been put into it, that is still a steep asking price, and you really have to sit back and ask yourself, am I willing to spend this much on this game? Now, when it comes down to it, there are a couple of different types of players when it comes to a fighting game, or even an Injustice or a Mortal Kombat game, and you have to figure out what type of player you are before you can really ask yourself, should I buy this, or whether anyone else can answer the question, should I buy this, for you. So type 1, the casual player. The first thing you do on an Injustice or a Mortal Kombat game when you boot it up for the first time is you play story mode. I'm the same, even though I'm a semi-professional player in NRS games and fighting games in general. I like playing the story. So you enjoy the story, you enjoy the arcade modes, you enjoy the towers, the character stories, the customization, everything else, the crypt. That's what you're in the game for. At that asking price of $40, I don't think it's worth it when it comes down to it, because you're not getting much when it comes to story. If you're buying this DLC specifically for the story, $40 is not a good asking price. I'd wait until it went down. Now, when you get into the second type of player, which is the casual who plays online too, you get 3 new characters to play online. You get the story and the 3 new characters to play online. Now, when it comes down to it with that, the 3 new characters do add a whole new different type of layer to the game. There's 3 new characters and 9 new variations to learn, different shit in each variation to master and get right and body your opponents online with. But that's still a really steep asking price for 3 characters, seeing as we get 6 characters in a combat pack for $40. Now, some people think that's a little steep, and even I am a little like, ooh, well, okay. But I still buy it because, I mean, that is 6 new characters in, like, what, 16, 19 different variations? I'm bad at math. Maybe it's 15. I don't know. Take 9 and multiply it. 18. 18 different variations. Fucking math, dude. 18 different variations to play and to learn and to have fun with online. So I can kind of justify $40 for 6 characters, because it does add another month or 2 or 3 of gameplay to a game that's already got, at this point, like 33, 34 characters, something like that. So it does add a whole shit ton of stuff to it, but we only get 3 characters and a 2 to 4 hour story with gameplay. I don't know if I can justify that, but at the same time, if you are a casual, then you're going to play the game without the frustration of being a competitive player. So I really think if you have the spare money to drop on Aftermath, if you have a spare 40 bucks, if you have a stable job, a stable income, you've got everything else taken care of, I do think you can justify paying $40 for Aftermath, getting the 3 characters, having fun, doing the story, doing the new character towers, doing the new character stories, getting the new gear for them, getting the new shit out of the crypt for them, and then taking them online and playing them. I think you can justify that. But then you get to the third player, me. The online mainly player, the player who will play the story mode once, maybe play half of a character tower to get some cool different looking gear, occasionally goes to the crypt and spends most of his time in the lab or in ranked sex or in sex with better players than me. That's when you get down to it of, okay, maybe I should wait on this game to go on sale. Maybe I should wait on this expansion to go on sale. If you're a competitive player who doesn't have a lot of money, like me, and you're in the situation of, well, I got bills, I have a son, I have everything else, you don't do YouTube, you don't do Twitch, you're not covering the game or anything else, I think this is definitely something where you're going to want to wait for it to drop down to a price that is more reasonable of $25. I base my opinion on the game because I am a mainly online player. I don't really touch character towers, I don't really touch the arcade towers, I occasionally touch the crypt just to say I did it. I play the story because it is a really good story, but when it comes down to it, I'm online mainly. And I can't really justify $40 without having another layer of, okay, well, I have a chance to get this money back. Even though I don't at this current time, I'm working towards that. I do cover the game, and that's why I bought it. I cover the game and I stream it on Twitch, which is why I paid $40 for it as it is right now, because I want to continue covering it. I want to do my In the Lab series. I want to stream it and get everybody hype for these new characters and play the new characters and get good and do the tournaments with the new characters. So I had to buy it. But when it comes down to someone who doesn't do YouTube, who doesn't do Twitch, who just plays the game competitively in tournaments and shit but doesn't win tournaments, I would definitely hold off, stick to the main that you got right now, and wait on this shit to go on sale on the next big sale, like the 4th of July sale that's going to be coming up very soon, that this will probably be in. I definitely wait on that before you drop the money into it, especially if you don't have the money to drop into it and you're gonna have to like borrow the money, or you're gonna have to like take an overtime shift for the money, or you're gonna have to like fucking whatever else, you're gonna have to sacrifice fucking some ramen noodles or some fucking drinks for the week or the month to get this. I wouldn't do that, man. I just wait for it to go on sale and get it that way. So I hope that answers your question to whether you should buy the game. I've tried to cover all 3 variations of, you know, the players in the game and whether the specific people should buy the game for their play style, for their gamer style, I guess you say, for this game and fighting games in general. I'm personally not the biggest fan of MK11 and how it plays. I am a fan of the game and how it's designed and all the character design and all the effort that went into that, but as far as the online game design, when it comes to actually playing competitively and shit, I'm not the biggest fan. As you'll hear in the video later today with my friend and my viewer and my supporter, you'll hear that there. But anyways, guys, that is the video for today. I hope I've answered your question and helped you out a little bit. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget, if you're new here, to subscribe. If you just found the channel, you're interested in the content that I do. I cover MK11. I cover all fighting games. Consider giving us a sub. I can't speak words. And I also stream and talk about the game, as I've said, on twitch.tv/TootinTV. I stream every night but Sunday. And I also have a Twitter that I post updates to. Link in the description to all of those below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Tootin, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.